Global trade policy can have a big impact on our region. In just the first quarter of this year, exports by employers based here totaled almost $2.5 billion. And that was before the April federal tariffs kicked in, making imported goods more expensive. The tariff turmoil was a big topic of conversation at World Trade Center's Pittsburgh's annual member forum. The virtual event brought together dozens of companies who depend on global trade for revenue and investment. And all of this coming at a time when the WTC itself has partnered with EMSDC, which supports minority-owned businesses across our region and Pennsylvania. And Brian Oglesby is president and CEO of EMSDC and now World Trade Center Pittsburgh as well. Welcome. Good to see you.
Hello, everyone. Welcome. Thank you.
Yeah, this is a relatively new partnership. You put these two organizations together.
Yeah, I had an opportunity. I sit on the board of the World Trade Center of Greater Philadelphia, and as a result of that, I traveled to Bangalore, India in 2024 for the Global Business Forum, and just happened upon someone who was in membership development. We were discussing our presence in Pittsburgh, and they presented me with the opportunity to acquire the license of the World Trade Center in Pittsburgh. And it's a great marriage between our supply chain development activity and creating dynamic supply chains and getting it into a space where we can globalize our work and getting our businesses growth opportunities throughout the global marketplace.
Yeah, World Trade Center Pittsburgh's been around for a long time. I mean, it's resided at the county. It's been with some other nonprofits. It seems like Pittsburgh's trying to figure out what to do with it, how best to leverage it. What's the value that you see?
The value is that Pittsburgh is responsible for about $10 billion worth of export out of the 52+ billion in the entire Commonwealth. And it has a very unique positioning in terms of where it is geographically as well as the type of businesses it engages in. You know, this is a historically manufacturer, industrial-based area that we've become very high-tech, very much into pharmaceuticals, very much into various type of energies, including energy, traditional energy and green energy, and it's at the forefront of technological advancement. Pittsburgh having a World Trade Center allows us to get our goods and services into the marketplace from Main Street to a Fortune 100 company. It also allows us to utilize the breadth of the World Trade Center network, which includes 320+ offices in 92 countries and over 1 million members globally.
320 offices in all those different countries around the world.
Yes.
So what, small businesses of all size can leverage that relationship?
Yes, and as an economist, I can tell you there is a global connection to nearly every business you have. If you're in the high-tech sector, obviously you're talking about rare earths and intermediates and things that you need in order to build out your technology, and understanding the policy of tariffs. Obviously, with the emergence of tariffs as a lead issue, we become very popular as an organization in terms of providing information and resources and having to navigate that environment. But also, if you have a small beauty boutique, you're buying chemicals, you're buying hair products, and there's a supply chain associated with that that has an increase in cost because of tariffs and other policies. And you can understand through our network how to navigate those spaces. So we can help from a top 10 Fortune 100 company to a boutique on Main Street on Forbes Avenue to understand how the global marketplace impacts them, and we can utilize it to enhance their business opportunities.
I always thought about your organization, Minority Supplier Development Council, really focused in that space. Is this going to change your core mission at all?
It's going to expand what we do. We still have a space where we engage minority businesses. We do still certify minority business enterprises where it's appropriate, but we've expanded it to make sure we can attach ourselves to any business that wants to be a part of this. Our network now is inclusive of everyone on the planet because it is a World Trade Center. Unless you're from Mars, not Mars, Pennsylvania, you have access to the services that the World Trade Center provides, and it connects you to the supply chain development work that we do at EMSDC to make a more dynamic and competitive and business-friendly supply chain.
Well, it's got to be an interesting time to be involved in that conversation.
It's very interesting.
Yeah.
The chaos is always interesting to me as an economist. You know, it becomes a little bit more difficult with the chaotic nature of the policy environment to make predictions and do forecasting. So you come up with new ways to navigate things. You also come up with new ways to deal with tariffs in terms of proper trade routes, creating international partnerships that produce more work and more production on the U.S. side, while getting an opportunity to get into emerging markets around the world and emerging economies, getting to all the continents and all the corners of the planet, if you have a desire to do so, or introduce people to opportunities that allow you to get into those marketplaces.
Sounds like a lot of opportunities. There's only a few seconds left, but you say you do have an event coming up in Philadelphia? Just
Yes,
wanna mention?
April 19th through the 23rd,
Okay,
we have the
that's
Global
great.
Business Forum where all the World Trade Centers around the world are going to coalesce. It's a business-to-business and business-forward environment, including investing in businesses, international investment, international commerce, international partnerships. It'll be a 4-day event. We'll be doing things around the region. We're trying to make sure we connect some activities directly to Pittsburgh. We have 3 World Trade Centers in Pennsylvania, Pittsburgh, Harrisburg, and Philadelphia. We're co-hosting this event. And we're going to put on an incredible show, and there's going to be a lot of opportunities. And we have, hopefully we'll get all 1 million of those businesses that we engage in globally, but it will be a very business-forward and business development-centric conference. And we want to make sure we create the best one that's ever been done.
All right. Well, sounds like a lot of opportunity. Brian Oglesby from World Trade Center Pittsburgh. Good luck with the whole thing.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it.